And today, I will be sharing with you about how we have developed the best way to bring immediate water relief to those who need it most, and why this is absolutely necessary in these uncertain times that we are in. So let's talk about uncertainty. There's a lot of uncertainty in the world right now. There's uncertainty in the economy, in politics, in the environment, and most recently in health. Yes, I'm talking about the Wuhan virus. Now wait, okay. So I know you see a Chinese person up here. Don't be concerned. I'm actually from Singapore. Yeah, not China. Okay. So just in case. Okay. But even in Singapore, right, we have a few cases there, and we are actually very concerned about the virus. This is just me 3 days ago with my mom. She sent me off at the airport, and you can see we are wearing masks. So as a good mom, she made sure that I was safe by preparing for it. So she already had this mask prepared long before the outbreak happened. And because of her preparation, it gives me, and it also gives her, the assurance that I will be less vulnerable to this disease. Let's talk about other uncertainties. One of the greatest uncertainties in our lifetime right now, natural disasters. It causes great devastation. I'm talking about floods, earthquakes, typhoons, disasters that wipe out entire towns in an instant, just like that. And when it happens, people are forced to evacuate. Some people lose their homes. Sadly, some lose their lives. But everybody loses access to clean drinking water. Every year, about 130 million people lose access to clean water as a result of natural disasters. So the key priority, right, after a disaster is within 3 days, people need to drink clean water. And it's never going to look like this, right? It's a lot more chaotic during an emergency. So within 3 days, right, people either have to wait in line for clean bottled water as part of the relief effort, or they have to drink directly from unclean water sources, like the kid over there. Sometimes they do both, right? They wait in line for dirty water. And this dirty water, what it contains is full of bacteria and viruses, such as E. coli, such as salmonella, such as cholera. And they are responsible for over 40% of deaths during the acute emergency phase. And why is this number so high? Is it preventable? So, in order to answer that question, let me just paint a scenario of what happens during a disaster. Right? Immediately after a disaster hits, the first thing that needs to be done is rescue operations. You bring people to a safer place, and then after that, there are needs assessment workers on the ground looking at what are the needs of the community, and water is one of the key priorities. Beyond that, in the midst of the chaos, with limited information, that needs assessment worker has to forecast what are the total water needs of the affected communities. After they forecast those needs, they'll bring in the bottled water, right, to overcrowded supply lines where they try to distribute the goods, and usually, more often than not, there won't be enough goods. Beyond that, they can try other solutions, right? Okay, so bottled water, the issue with that is, let's say one person requires 3 liters of water a day to survive, just purely for drinking. To support a whole community of 100 people, you're going to need 300 kilograms of water. So that's logistically very intensive. So if there's such a scale, right, beyond 100 people, let's say 1,000, 3,000 people can bring in advanced treatment plants, right? You see all these bullet points, they're so boring, but it shows you the complexity. When you want to bring in a full treatment plant, which some of you also produce, they are about, container-sized equipment is a lot bigger than this. And the scale of the needs needs to be large enough. There needs to be roads which are working, which may not be the case. You need enough space, you need electricity, you need a ready supply of chemicals, right? And a dedicated engineer to operate. So all that complexity translates into time. Time that people do not have when they are racing against time for their lives. So then we saw a gap, right? between the simple solution of water bottles and then the other solution of advanced treatment plants that take a lot of time. And we recognize that with this gap, all these people are still drinking from unclean water sources. So because of that, we decided that in order to address this gap, we had to develop a better way that was able to provide water that was safe, simple, swift, and sustainable. And we developed it, and we called it the Roam Filter Plus. Okay, the Roam Filter Plus, right, is a system that has been used, has been deployed, and over 500 of these have been deployed through 140 partners, including the Red Cross, World Vision, the Singapore Armed Forces, and the Singapore Public Utilities Board, which you heard of earlier. We've been able to support up to 85,000 people across 36 countries. Today I'm going to be doing a simple demonstration of this. So basically what we've done is, you see in a system like this, okay, in a simple system like this, right, a lightweight system like this, at just 3 kilograms, we've compacted our high-tech ultra-filtration membranes into a small system suitable for 100 people. So you carry the system over any terrain, and then you deploy it. So it looks like this. And very simply, right, this technology, each membrane has been tested to remove 99.9999% of bacteria and 99.9% compliant with World Health Organization standards, also approved by Singapore. And basically how it works, right, you can see over there, right, is as you pump the system, it immediately converts the dirty water, the river water, into clean drinking water. Okay, so in just about 2 pumps, right, I already have enough water for drinking. Sorry. Oh yeah, they need to take photos of this. Can I pause my time? Right, yeah, you need to show the sticker in front. Okay, anyway, if you want to know more, you can come down to our booth later, or I'm just going to set outside later. Okay, so simple, just like that. It's meant to be simple so that anyone can use it. And now I'm going to show you a video of how it was used in Kerala. Oh, sorry. Okay, so what I wanted to mention also was that with a system like this, right, in 3 kilograms, I'm able to support up to 100 people, which is a lot easier than bringing 300 kilograms of water to a disaster relief distribution point. Part of that, it can also be flexibly used. We've also used it in rural development, in schools, in health centers, and in refugee camps. So this is just a simple video of the system being used in Kerala back in 2018.
We have got more people coming in to bringing their water, and within 10 minutes we have got so many containers here, people asking for water, and more people are coming in, and that's going pretty good. This is Vinyan.
Okay, so one thing I failed to mention earlier is that actually when I say we supported Kerala,
so we have got more people coming in to bringing their water, and within 10 minutes.
Okay, yeah. So we weren't fully able to support Kerala because we were involved with the Myanmar flood, Laos flood, and Lombok earthquake. After all these things happened, we simply ran out of stock. Right? But since then, we've expanded our capacity, we've built it up, and now we're looking to expand further into Southeast Asia and India through our partners, through our distributors, like the one that just came out earlier. You see, all these countries here within this region, out of the top 6 nations in the world affected by disasters, 4 of them are within this region: India, Indonesia, Vietnam, Philippines. So there's uncertainty in the world in natural disasters, right, in terms of the scale of which will happen and the damage it will cause, and when exactly it will happen. But it is certain that disasters will happen, because today we have 3 times more disasters as compared to 30 years ago. And we want to bring across, again, last slide, okay. And so 3 days ago with my mom, when she gave me the mask, she didn't just give me a mask. She gave me the assurance that if someone beside me just sneezed, that I will be okay. And today, it is also our goal at WateROAM to give you the assurance that even in the midst of uncertainty, you have the best solution for immediate water relief. Thank you.